Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hoopers Lab podcast. This is the podcast where we talk all things basketball. I'm your host, Brody, joined here by my co host, Riley.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
I don't know
How are
why.
you doing on this
I don't know
fine
why I
Monday?
said that with like a lisp. Hello.
You have a little bit of a lisp, it's okay. So we are going to do a bit of a shorter episode. There's not really too much to talk about anyway, so I don't really mind. Um, but there were some high-scoring games that I think we should just get into right away.
Just a little bit of
Um,
high-scoring games.
just a little bit. Most notably is Luka's 73-point game. I think he ended with 73.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, against the Atlanta Hawks, the team that drafted him.
it's a
I just
revenge
love how
series.
Luka. Yeah, I love how Luka is just he holds these grudges. Like he always beats the Clippers, he always goes off against the Suns, and he always goes off against. Well, I guess now he goes off against the Hawks. Um, but yeah, just showing them what they're missing out on.
He damn near
And
had a triple-double too. He had like 7 assists and 10 rebounds. Like that's crazy.
yeah, he almost had a 73-point triple double.
That is
Um,
genuinely insane.
yeah, and like he didn't really score in the fourth quarter at all.
Yeah,
So he definitely he didn't start chucking it. Like he definitely could have just started going off, but he was playing unselfish in the fourth. Like he
yeah.
still had moments in the fourth, but he definitely could have gone for. He
Unlike
easily could have had 80.
unlike someone who had 62 a couple nights earlier. Um, but yeah, yeah. The Hawks definitely started kind of sweating in the fourth quarter. They're like, we're not letting this man drop 81 on us,
Yeah,
and started sending the double all the time. And Luca being Luca, pass it.
yeah.
It's like fair enough. It got them
Also,
the win.
yeah. Also down the stretch, he was like he could have had more points because the Hawks were intentionally fouling the Mavericks, but Luka would get the ball and then pass it.
I
So
know,
if he would have just held the ball and he could have
freaking
had more, man.
freaking Tim Hardaway Jr. man, always chucking shots. He needed
That's his
he
role.
he needed his 15.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, where does this game do you think rank among best like regular season performances of all time?
I mean,
'Cause I think it's up there.
I feel like it has to be like just the fact that he almost had a 70-point triple double has got to make it up there. Like I don't know how much you take into consideration some of Wilt's games, considering he played against the toughest competition of all time. Um,
Yeah,
I know Embiid had a really good game last year that got overshadowed because I think that was it right when Donovan Mitchell had 70?
it was pretty close to that.
But yeah,
Um,
it got
yeah,
overshadowed, and it was I know like in terms of I forget what the stat is, but it was considered one of the best performances ever.
yeah. I think you aware of game score?
Yeah,
Yeah. So using game score, Luca actually his game he had is the second best game of all time in terms of game score.
it makes sense.
And
I guess
this
that how long has it been like tracked since?
1983.
Okay,
So it's not counting like Magic and Bird. Like,
Magic
well, I
didn't
guess it
have
is.
any up there.
Well, I guess it kind of is. Well, it's not tracking like Kareem or like Wilt, because that just doesn't count.
Wilt's
You could
Wilt's
also
the
say, I guess that you could say Lucas doesn't count just because people are talking about the pace and the defense. Just
Yeah,
how the pace is so high and the
the
defense is so
defense was
bad.
a little lackluster at some points, but yeah, the pace. I mean, I don't know. You can only get so upset about that. It's like it's just the way the league is now.
Yeah. Um, and then also with
Oh, oh.
so game score, Luca's the
Wait,
second
wait.
best game
What'd
of
you
all
say?
time with this. The first is
You're
what
freezing. You're freezing quite a bit right now.
I am. Oh, that's
Bro's
not good.
Bro's Wi-Fi is shit in the bed. Okay, I think you're back now. Oh, maybe not. Oh,
I think it's good.
oh.
Oh, that's it. Oh, I see it. It's like it's spiking. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, are we good now? Maybe?
We might be. Okay. Um, the best game is Michael Jordan. He
His
had a
63?
69,
Oh, 69.
69.
Right, right.
But it's because he had 18 rebounds this game. So game score factors in like everything.
Yeah. They're
So
they're
the
on
18
their
rebounds definitely carries it.
they're on their 2K shit.
Yeah, exactly. So this is definitely one of the best games of all time, I think, for Luca.
Definitely.
Just if you and like people talk about free throws nowadays, he didn't even have that many free throws.
What was Embiid 70? I feel like you shot like at 20 free throws.
It was like 26 probably,
God
something like
damn,
that.
that's crazy. I
Luca
guess
only
yeah, because
shot
they only took
16.
one three.
Yeah.
Only 16.
Oh yeah, yeah. Embiid only had 1 3, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Let me see. Embiid had he had 23 free throws, so it's actually not as much as I thought.
That's just a regular game for him.
Pretty much, yeah. Um, but Kobe's game is ridiculous. I think Kobe's is the best game of all time.
Basically on fucking. That's true. Basically just on a bunch of twos. Back when.
They were also
How
yeah,
much?
the team
What
was
was
shit.
the score overall? Like how much did Kobe
This
actually have of their total points?
he had 81 points out of the Lakers 122.
That's not. That's
It,
actually honestly a little higher than I expected. Just to,
really?
because the pace was at like an all-time low at that point.
Yeah, the Raptors had 104. So like, well, I mean, when you factor in Kobe's 81,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
His second leading score was 13 points for Schmuck Parker.
She was hooping. He was hooping.
So yeah, it goes from 81 to 13, which is
Looking at the
crazy.
box score, like, what the hell?
Yeah. Um, yeah, this game is insane. They were also, I think, weren't they down by 20 at one point in this game? And then he came back and then they won by 20. I
Sounds
think
about
that's what
right.
happened. Like the second half, the Lakers and Kobe really turned up. I'm pretty sure. In the second half, Kobe scored 55 points out of his 81. So
That
yeah,
honestly, that's like just as crazy as the 81 itself, like 55 and a half.
yeah, that's crazy. Um, do you think we'll ever see, because we're getting closer to that 81 point game, someone could beat it. Do you think that someone will beat it?
I was of the believer of no, because every time it feels like we get to 70, we or like 60 to 70 range, it starts to fizzle out a bit. But like,
Hmm.
I feel like it could be done once. Just, like I
Yeah,
don't know,
with the
even just like last year, 70 felt like such an unfathomable number.
unfathomable. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, just
Whatever it is,
last
yeah.
year that felt like such a crazy number, and now we've gotten it 4 times since. So like, I feel like at some point, yes, Wilt's 100 definitely will not be touched. I would die on a grave before
No. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
like
Teams just have
100.
too much pride.
Yeah,
There's no way anyone's letting that happen.
and 100 is just such a crazy number. Like you know how on you have to be to score 100 fucking points in a basketball game.
Yeah, no, exactly. And then, like, if I was a coach and there was a player that was getting close to 100, which, first of all, I would hate myself and hate my team because why are we letting this guy go off? But also, I would like literally put five bodies on him. I
I
would not
agree.
want it to happen. I'm
I
a I'm a hater.
I
So
doubt
like,
honestly, I damn near think it's a disgrace for someone to get to 60. Like if someone has 50, they are at least seeing a double every possession.
no, yeah, exactly. So I think getting to 81 is going to be difficult. I think I don't know. It could happen, but I think that getting to 100, that's not gonna be touched.
Who do you think are your candidates for getting 81?
I mean, I would say Luca.
Oh, why
um,
is that?
Luka's up there. I think you need, even though Embiid only had one three, I think you do need a player that can, hit a bit more threes.
I think you have
Maybe
to.
like, I don't know.
I think you have to consider Book, just because
I was gonna say Booker.
when
Yeah.
he's hot, you cannot guard that man. He just shoots over you and it goes in, and he just does not miss.
Yeah, exactly. Um, I'd say Book is definitely one. I'd say Book and Luca are
Trying to
like
think if there's
the
like
top candidates.
trying to think if there's like young players, and
Like a
I don't
sleeper.
really think so.
I don't really. He's not really at that like level of like a
Yeah,
Devin Booker
I
where he
wouldn't.
could just like score from anywhere and
Yeah,
just. I don't know.
I don't think I'd consider like someone like Shea either, because
Yeah,
he
I
doesn't
was gonna
really
say the
shoot
same.
he doesn't really shoot threes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who's a more like selfish player. Like I don't know. I don't think Tatum could, just because like something
Celtic
about him.
Celtics always have a super team. Hell no.
Yeah, I'd say definitely Book and Luca if I had to. I'd put money on
Easy
it.
top candidates.
Yeah, maybe like maybe if the Hawks trade Dejounte, maybe like Trey Young.
Thought you were gonna say DeJounte. Like,
Yeah, Dejounte.
I could see that. Trey just
Or
has
if
a
they
hot
trade,
night.
yeah, I could just I don't know. It's not really much because it's just such a hard feat. I feel like.
No, no, no. People score
Um,
80 every night.
yes, pretty much. That's what old heads will tell you. So it was just recently rivalry week in the NBA. No one really cares because, in my opinion, rivalries. Do you think rivalries like exist in the NBA, or what do you think of rivalries in the NBA?
I mean, they're. I like that they're trying to bring it back, but it just at some point it's like, do we really care?
Yeah,
If
it's a
it's
bit
not
forced
if
at
it's not
times.
like, yeah, exactly. And if it's not like the playoffs, like that's where the rivalries are born. Like
Hmm.
the Book beef, the Luca and the Clips
The
beef,
book beef.
the Book beef.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I don't know.
the book beef.
Like
Yeah, yeah. No,
it's
I see what you mean.
it's cool that they're doing it in the regular season, but like at the end of the day, it's just another regular season game. But like when you have that
Yeah.
established quote unquote beef in the playoffs that started in the playoffs, then yeah, Luke is gonna come out and whoop that ass. But yeah,
Yeah, no, for sure. And like there was a like during rivalry week this week, there was the Spurs Thunder, I think, played because it was like Wemby and Chet.
yeah,
But that's like they have nothing like against each other. Like
that's
I
a,
think rivalries have to spur from a hatred, you
that's
know?
true. No, no, that's true as well. That's also the problem though, because like everyone is like all buddy buddy with each other in the league now. So like I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. In today's NBA, everyone's all buddy buddy. You don't really see that like back in the day. I don't want to sound like an old head, but back in the day, there was like Magic and Bird. That's a real like rivalry. Those guys did not like each other, and
Yeah,
also spawned in the playoffs because they kept going against each other, even in college. So definitely started from there. And then also like Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas, like they did not like each other, but you don't really see that too much. I guess like and Booker, you could say, and like the Mavericks and Suns, I think is a solid one.
yeah.
I think that's one of the only like real ones that I can think of in the NBA right now.
Like yeah, the way
Um,
I wouldn't consider them like rivalries, rather just like key matchups. Like it's not like they
yeah,
hate each other, but like you want to see Chet versus Wemby. You want to see uh shit. I don't know. You want to see someone like you want to see Book versus the Mavs. Obviously that one's more established already, but you know that's the way it is. But yeah, it's just like I'd consider it more key matchups rather than rivalries, which I don't think is a terrible thing. It's not like
yeah.
Adam Silver wants people to be fighting in the league, so yeah.
Definitely not. Speaking of
There's
that,
a reason Draymond went to counseling.
Yes. It didn't really seem to do much because if you were watching did you see the clip of Draymond and AD?
Yeah,
Yeah. So he went to intentionally foul, and he just like basically smoked him in the face.
I feel like that one didn't look like as bad, or at least like intentional.
No, it didn't look bad, but like
Draymond's Draymond.
foul without like he should know how to foul without hitting someone in the face. I don't know.
20 almost, or 15 years in the league, you'd think so, but
It's just the fact that it's him again, you know?
yeah,
Like if it was another player doing it, I would be like, oh, whatever. But it's the fact that he's done this kind of thing so many times. He
yeah.
was getting heated in that game. The thing with Jared Vanderbilt, he was like
He it
waited
was
his.
kind of funny. Yeah, I don't know.
It was
I don't know
funny,
why
but
he
like, I
does
don't
shit
know.
like that. He just looks stupid.
For sure. That was one of the best games of the year, I think. One of the best games of the season. So if you haven't watched that game,
I know
definitely go
I
back
was
and
watching the Royal Rumble at the time. I was like, damn, this Royal Rumble is mid as hell. I should really switch over.
uh, yeah, you should have been switching over that game. That game was really good. There was lots of good moments in that game, lots of clutch shots.
Yeah, I saw
Like,
Steph hit
yeah,
the shot
bro,
and
did you
then
see him? Yeah, but the move on AD
yeah, yeah.
where he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna dribble it out, psych," and then yeah, that just shows you the gravity of Steph, and then also like how underrated his dribbling is. To be honest, I feel like that's always been something that's been very underrated.
I think his finishing is also even just as underrated as his
Yeah,
dribbling, if not more.
yeah, I think that yeah, his finishing is honestly it's Steph
Steph
underrated.
top.
Because his defense also, like he's not a negative defender. He's like an average
Is it
defender.
consensus that Steph is a top 10 player at this point?
I don't know if it is. I don't know where I have him. I have him
I
close.
have him top
Like,
10 just because I'm not an old head and consider Bill Russell's
yeah,
11 championships
no,
against
no,
Plumbers
he's definitely above Bill and Wilt.
and Wilt
Uh,
Chamberlain dunking the basketball on an open net. Like, I don't
yeah,
consider that very, um,
impressive.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he also I don't know. I have him above KD as well, and I don't know who else I would really. I'm trying to think. I don't know where I have him. I have him like close to 10, probably like 9 off the top of my head. I don't have them
I
like
think,
top five. I feel
yeah,
like some like people
it's,
have the top five.
I feel like the last time I ranked players was when we did our list like 2 years ago. So,
Yeah,
and I don't know,
yeah, I'd have to find that video.
were the Warriors in? Like, did they already win their championship by that point?
I feel like they
Probably.
just won the
Probably.
championship.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I feel like it was that summer where they first won the championship, but I
Yeah,
could
I
be
th I
wrong.
feel like that's right.
Yeah, I
So
feel like he
in
won
which
that
case
ring, and
we
then he
probably
hasn't
would
done
have.
much since then.
Yeah, I
So,
think I probably would have had him like 9, maybe,
yeah, I think
maybe
that's
10.
yeah, something like that. Um, but yeah, so I think to end off this episode, how long have we been going for? I feel like it's been
Only
like no time.
it's been well, it's about to be 20 minutes since we started recording, so probably like 18 to 19.
Okay. Um, Start off with a current NBA player draft. We could
Yes.
do like we could do. Do you want to do starter and bench?
So what are we just
If
drafting
if
based
we
off?
have time, we might as well.
Are we just drafting like players or like is it based off of anything or are we just drafting players?
Just current players in the league build your best team. We're going head to head. Whoever has the better team wins.
Talent wise or fit wise? Or like who we think would win?
Probably who would win in like a game scenario, like who builds the best team. I think fit plays a role in it.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Do you want the first pick? or shall I have the first
I was gonna say we'll do rock, paper, scissors, but you can't see me.
pick? You're like John Cena right now, bro. Um, I'll go to a random number generator. I guess you'll just have to take my word for it. But so we'll pick a number between one and two. Do you want one or two?
I will take. I want one because I
It
am
was
the one.
two.
Fuck!
That I'm. It seems like it's scuffed, but I swear I did
It was two.
it. With my first pick, best player in the league, I'm taking Jokic.
Okay. I am going to take Steph Curry.
Okay, okay, good pick, good pick.
Are we going serpentine or I get back to back?
Um, what do you? I don't know what makes more sense. I guess just mm, like you would get the next pick, and then I'd get the.
And then you get the next two.
Okay, we could do that.
All right. I will take the freak.
Fuck you, damn it. Okay, that's who I wanted to pair with Jokic. Fuck. Uh, now I'm pissed. I mean, I'll take Luca.
Sounds so disappointed in that.
I guess
Yeah,
I'll
I
take
guess I'll
Luca.
take Luca.
My plan was to get Jokic and Giannis, so I'm kind of. Do I get the next pick too?
Oh yeah, it is your pick.
Yeah, you try. You're thinking like you got the next pick.
Oh, I can't hear you.
Shit. Hold on a second. I took Katie.
Katie, damn, I was hoping for Katie. Okay.
We could do a trade.
I will take. Trying to think if there's. I guess I have back to back. I will take Jason Tatum,
Okay.
and then I will
Um.
take. I'm flipping back and forth between the two. I will
Yeah.
take Devin Booker.
I wanted Buck. Okay. I kind of. You left me in a position where I kind of want to do something abstract
You wanna
here.
fuck with me?
I kind of want to fuck with you. I'm gonna take Embiid.
Damn. Okay. Okay. That's fair.
I'm, I'm taking Embiid. You
Is
just
he
you left him for too long,
is he
man.
starting at the power forward or is he coming off the bench?
Oh, we're doing bench too. I guess I'll decide then.
Damn. Could you imagine having to guard Jokic and you're like, finally he gets subbed out and Embiid comes in like, holy fuck.
Yeah, you're just not winning. I could play some minutes with them together with Jokic at the four, you know. So I did that. So now I'll take. Hmm. I mean, I'll take Braun. I
Okay.
feel
Sounds
like we
about
left
right.
him up there for too long. Yeah.
My pick now?
No, you get
Yeah,
two.
you took Embiid.
Yeah, you get.
I don't exactly like the front court fit, but I feel like I have to go with AD.
Yeah, that's really your only, unless you ran Giannis at center. But my boys would dog you.
Jokic? All that passing? Hell no. Maybe Embiid, the foul merchant.
Yeah, yeah. What?
Um, okay, now my first player off the bench. Oh, you already got Braun. I feel like we've already got like the top upper echelon. Oh, give me Shea.
I wonder why. Fuck. I still think you forgot about him. I was trying to choose between Shea and LeBron for my other pick, but I knew you were gonna get one of them. So that's tough. Um, I will go. Who's even left?
I know. My whenever I like have to think of players, I like need a graphic to look at because like they just like do not come
Yeah,
to mind.
Give me Kawhi. Give me Kawhi.
Ooh, that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
I'll take Kawhi, and then I'll take. If I take this guy, I'm not sure about my fit. Is this the playoffs,
Bro,
or
what
is this a
Jimmy?
regular season game?
Um,
Because that changes my answer here. If it's
I was gonna I was gonna say we'll consider it like game 7 of the finals, but then you'd have LeBron and Jimmy.
yeah, I'm taking Jimmy. Got Jimmy and Kawhi.
Okay. Damn, that is sounds like hell on the perimeter. And both in their if they're
Don't ask about fit.
both in their
But,
prime,
I mean, this ain't prime, but I mean, it's still
they
dogging.
still lock up. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
trying to think. Give me James Harden. No, I'm just kidding.
He said it. He said it. Write it down.
You know what? Give me Tyrese Halliburton.
You know what? I will take James Harden.
I-
Uh,
just
I forgot about Reese.
I'm just taking prime James Harden basically. Um,
Damn.
and then give me. I feel like I'm forgetting like forwards.
Yeah. I'm like going through the list of teams in my head. I'm like
Give me Zion, bro.
Sixers. You did not just do that.
Zion, bro. It's Zion. Don't
You're
disrespect.
taking Zion?
Zion next to Tyrese, man. Come on, man. That's food.
Our last two picks, right?
Yeah.
My last two picks. Okay. I'm gonna go. Well, one pick's gonna be Paul George. I feel like
Fuck you. I was hoping he
I.
would slip.
Nah, nah. Um. Now I have two players in my head that I'm trying to choose between. Can I take a little research for 3-point percentage? I don't.
I mean, I
I
guess
want to
so.
get the better spacer, but I don't know who. This isn't cheating. I'm allowed to do this because I want a guy that could play off the ball, but like I don't know if any of these guys could. Okay. I need a guard. Oh wait. I feel like I'm forgetting like a point guard.
I know.
I'll go with one of the best shooters of all time. I'm going Dame.
Thought you were gonna say Clay Thompson.
Actually, do I go Dame? I guess I'll go Dame. I there's someone I want to
There's so
draft, so
many
I
good
couldn't.
guards in the league, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I should have. Okay, whatever. It's your pick, your two picks.
Will you still have one more, or was that your last pick?
No, I picked a PG and Dame. I got 10.
Okay. I know who I want at center, but I'm trying to figure out who I want filling out this last forward spot.
What center is my man gonna take?
You're gonna be
Very.
surprised. Um, small
Caleb
forward,
Martin.
small forward slash power forward. I just need someone who spaces the floor well and can play off ball, which is why I'm super pissed that you took PG.
He's
Um,
like the perfect player in like these kind of
I
drafts.
know.
It's like,
I was like, he's gonna fit so perfectly. He's not gonna take him.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, bro. Wait, did
What?
I get 10? I don't know if
I
I
was
might
gonna
only
say
have
you might
9.
only have 9 based on how the draft works. I don't know though.
Okay. I think I do only have 9. Yeah, I have it down in a note right now. I only have 9 players. So yeah, so you get 2
And
picks,
then
and
you
then I
get the
get the last
last.
pick.
Yeah. Fuck, I should have been writing this down. I'm gonna like forget my team as well.
I
Um,
have it written down. So right now you have Shea, Reese, and Zion off the bench probably,
yeah,
and then your starting lineup is Curry, Booker, Tatum, Giannis, AD.
sounds kind of nice if you ask me. All right, I'll. I still haven't thought of a small forward I want yet. This is why I need a graphic. Like I just can't picture anybody in my head.
You've got like Jalen Brown, got like, and I mean, if we're looking for a small forward, Ant's a bit small, but you got like, who else is there? I kind of took all the small forwards
I
there.
know. I'm
I
thinking.
wanted that
I'm
versatility,
kind of thinking purely off fit. I don't mind the idea of like OG.
Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton.
Okay. If you want to take OG,
Top
man,
30
you go
top
ahead.
30 players in NBA.
Fans doesn't know basketball.
Let's see, what do we got here? I kind of
Yeah, I have like
I don't
all the small
I don't
forwards.
mind the Jaylen Brown idea, but I just hate Jaylen Brown.
Well,
Um,
you can't be a hater if we're gonna be on the Enjoy Basketball
I know who to
Network.
take. Andrew Wiggins, pure hooper. Just kidding. I think I will go with the Jaylen Brown pick, just because I feel like fit-wise,
All-star starter.
all-star
Okay.
starter, runner-up to
Okay.
Finals MVP Andrew Wiggins. Yeah, I'm going Jaylen Brown. I think
Okay.
fit-wise, he'll do just enough. Maybe he'll learn how to use his left hand playing with. I don't. Do I have any
Yeah.
left-hand players? I don't think so.
Um. No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, who in the league is even like? Are any of the top players left-handed?
I is Luca? No, no shot.
No, I think he's right.
The only
I'm like trying to picture him taking a
the
shot.
only person I can I know is left-handed is Harden. Isn't LeBron technically left-handed, but he plays with his right?
He does everything else left-handed,
Yeah.
which is why he's the
Anyways,
goat. That's why he's the goat.
that's why he's the GOAT. My final player, Chet Holmgren.
I knew you were picking either Chet or Wemby. I was like, I seen Zion, and I was
I
like,
know.
he's gonna pick one of the skinny
I
boys.
know. As soon as I picked Zion, I was like, okay, now I really need a center who's like elite at spacing the floor. And
Yeah,
I
that's a really
I
good
could
pick.
go Kristaps, but I don't think his defensive impact
Chet's a
is as high as Mr.
yeah
Homegrown.
homegrown. So he's the rookie of the year since you picked him over Wemby.
Hell no. He just shoots the three ball better than Wemby.
True.
As of right now.
My last pick, I'm going Anthony Edwards. My last pick.
Let us know down below who
Anthony.
wins.
I guess we could recap our teams. I'm guessing you drafted like starting and bench.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah. Okay. So,
Oh yeah, are you gonna
um,
start Embiid or make him come out the bench?
Embiid's coming off the bench.
I was gonna say you'd have KD running the three. That is a tall team, man. Holy. If they were all starting.
I mean, I just don't know if I want to start Ant or start Paul George. I think I'll start Paul George.
My glorious king.
So my starting lineup, I got Luka Doncic, Paul George, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Nikola Jokic, and then you got Steph Curry, Booker, Tatum, Giannis, AD.
The Paul George start was definitely a W on yours. I
Yeah,
I have AD, Giannis, and shit. Who's my small forward? Oh, Tatum.
Tatum.
I think
Yeah,
defensively those three and Book's pretty. I'd say is an above average defender at this point. So I feel like fit wise,
yeah,
my team fits pretty well. Other than AD and Giannis is a little questionable, but
yeah. If you would have gotten Embiid, you definitely played a bit greedy there. You didn't think I was gonna do it to you. And then I think off the bench is kind of where my depth is because I got Dame, Anthony Edwards, Jimmy, Kawhi, Embiid.
yeah, just Embiid off
So
the bench. You know, and Jimmy.
Embiid and Kawhi off the bench. Embiid, Kawhi, and Jimmy off the bench, and Dame in the fourth quarter.
I like the way my
I mean,
bench.
he's never gonna play in the fourth.
I
But.
like the way my bench fits together though.
So you got Tyrese, I'm guessing point guard, Shea shooting guard, and then JB, Zion, Chet.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're telling JB to
Let
sit
us
in the
know who
corner.
you. Yeah. Okay. My original plan going into this draft, I was like, I want to have Jokic and Giannis to start.
I know
So
that's
I
why
was
I
hoping
took
you
him.
didn't take
That's why I took him.
because it's such a
I was like,
yeah
I can't let him get Giannis and Jokic.
yeah. Ideally, I was like, I want Giannis, Jokic, and then either KD and Curry. Like that as a big three would be like
KD,
insane.
yeah,
But I still got KD. KD's a really good pick in these drafts too, just because of his off-ball ability.
yeah, I
Same
agree.
thing with like Steph. That's why you took him first.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah. So Let us know who you think. Oh, coach. Who's your coach?
Anyone but Doc Rivers, Darvin Ham, or Willie Green. Um, let's see. Give me
You got it because you got the first pick. Yeah.
give me Pop.
Okay, I'll take Spo. Spo and Jimmy reunited. You got
LeBron
Spo and
and
LeBron.
LeBron and
Yeah.
Pop reunited apparently.
I don't know. Your team's kind of young. I don't know if any
They
of them
are
respect
they
Pop.
are a little young.
You know.
Don't
I don't think
don't
anyone on your
respect
team
Pop.
is Pop. They're not gonna respect him, bro. They're gonna be like, "Who is this guy?" They don't
Chet's like
appreciate greatness.
Chet's like, who's this old guy, man?
Shit, my team's
Who's this
kind of
old guy
old, except
yelling at me?
for Luca and Ant. What'd you say?
I feel like it's not that old. I guess LeBron, Jimmy's
I got
Jimmy's
LeBron,
getting up there a little
KD,
bit. Oh,
Jimmy.
Katie, yeah.
Yeah, your only real like old player is Curry, and the rest are like under like 28 mostly,
Curry and the kids.
basically. Uh, yeah, you think Zion's gonna listen to Popovich?
Zion doesn't listen to anybody. All
Exactly.
Zion wants is that gumbo in New Orleans.
He'd listen to Spoelstra. Who
Hell no. Bro, do you remember Hassan Whiteside? I was just thinking of that the other day. He was like,
is that?
damn, this is disrespectful. He just wanted a big, he got his
He
big
was a
bag, and then all of a sudden Spoelstra just like stopped playing him, and they started beefing, and then he was out of the league the next year. Like that shit was crazy.
he jumped around a little bit, but he wasn't good
Didn't get
after the Heat.
rotational minutes.
He was with the Jazz. Don't disrespect Hassan
I
with
do
the
not even
Jazz.
remember that. Pride, that's
He was
pride. It's
backing
not
up
even close.
Rudy. I think that was the last year before they blew it up.
Sounds about right.
And
They're
then
grasping at straws at that point.
and then he was on the Kings again. I don't remember that. I remember the Jazz, but I don't remember him being back on the Kings. 2021. And then the Portland year where he like led the league in blocks.
Yeah,
But that's just because he was snap patting.
he was mad sad. I forgot about that year actually.
Yeah.
Hold on. Speaking of
Wait a
Portland,
second.
can we take a second
Wait, no.
to talk about
Okay, you,
DeAndre Ayton? What
no, because
delusion?
I'm trying to trade him in fantasy.
What delusion is this man
So
living in?
he's just not good at basketball. He's just a big dude.
No, but like the fact that he was like, what did he say? He's like, I make max money. I am a max money player. Like, bro, what are you averaging? Like 10? Get the hell out of here, bro.
Yeah, he's been garbage this season. I'm so mad I drafted him over Scotty in fantasy, man.
This was supposed to be his year, and he just sucks.
It keeps me up at night. Yeah.
Keeps me up at night.
Don't
It's
take
crazy.
players that's bad. I thought like okay, last year with his last year with the Suns, he wasn't even trying. So I was like, you know what? He averaged 18 and 10, and he didn't even like try. He's gonna go to the Blazers and like do minimum the same as last year, if not better. But he just cannot
He
score,
literally has like
and no
good.
one gives him the ball.
He literally has good point guards around him too. Like Scoot, his one thing he's really shown this year is that he's a really solid playmaker. Um,
Yeah, exactly.
Brogdon's always been very versatile all around kind of point guard. And Simons, even though
Yeah.
he's obviously having to score the ball a lot, I think Simons is a very underrated playmaker as well. So, yeah,
hmm
the bottom line is
I'm on Hassan Whiteside's
dominating is not
basketball
dominating.
reference. No, he's dominating the bench.
Damn.
Um, Whiteside went to like 7 high schools. If you go to his basketball reference page, under high schools, it just lists so many high schools.
Knowledge was
One,
not his strong
two,
suit.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He went to 7 high schools.
Where did
High
he
school's only 4 years long.
where did he grow up? Or like where was he living, I guess?
These are North Carolina, so I guess North Carolina. He went to four, no, like 5 high schools in North Carolina and one in New Jersey. So I'm gonna guess he grew up in North Carolina.
Interesting.
He went. Oh yeah, he was born in North Carolina.
Makes sense.
He went to Marshall College, Marshall. Mike D'Antoni went here. Shout out. Hal Greer.
Shout
Okay.
out to the
They got
greatest
some
offensive
Jason
coach.
Williams. Marshall got some years. Where's D'Antoni coaching right now? Is he an assistant somewhere?
Is he even an assistant? Well,
I
wasn't
feel like
he
he's an assistant
wasn't
somewhere.
he like an assistant, semi-assistant last year with the Pelicans? I remember that was a thing. I feel like I never actually like
Really?
saw him though. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't last year. Or maybe it was the year before.
I'm looking. He does not coach right now.
Yeah, I'm not
He
surprised.
also has never coached for the Pelicans, so
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know what the hell you're on.
I remember hearing about that though. Or maybe he was like a voice. And sounds like we're going crazy. No, but like just someone to consult. I swear I remember something about Mike D'Antoni being a part of the Pelicans at some point.
I don't know. The last team he coached was he was on the Nets. He was an assistant coach when KD was still there.
Was that when Harden was
I think
there?
that's the year that's he was an assistant coach. Yeah, that was the year where KD's foot was on the line.
Makes sense.
That was the last we've seen of him
Kind of crazy that
as a coach in the
we
league.
haven't seen him again as a head coach. I feel like
But yet we see Doc Rivers every
Doc
year.
Rivers, Darvin Ham, Willie Green.
Darvin Ham is pretty bad. Um, but yeah, I think that will wrap it up for this episode of the Hoopers Lab podcast. Is there anything else we need to say before we head out?
No,
I guess not. Man's just thinking for an eternity.
I'm gonna get to watch
Um,
the Pelicans get blown out tonight by the Celtics. Good times.
yeah, it will be a good. Nah, they play good against good teams. They're gonna win.
No,
Trust
they
me.
don't. They've gotten fucking destroyed by the top of the West lately.
Well, this is the top of the East, and Zion. He heard us shit talking him. He's gonna go out and perform.
Perform in the eating
That's not gonna
contest.
happen. In the glizzy eating contest. That's going to be all for this episode of the Hoopers Lab podcast. We hope you enjoy. Leave 5 stars on Spotify if you're on Spotify. Subscribe if you're on YouTube. Like the video. And we'll be back on Friday for another edition of the Hoopers Lab podcast. So we'll see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.
Adios.